Hi folks, I'm Gramps from GMG Minecraft. Also, they call me DL for Diamond Lover. The kids nickname me that. So today I want to share with you my strategies for this new game that we came up with, the raid game. And so let me get over there and get you started on that. So in the background you can see everything that you saw in the intro on GMG Minecraft YouTube channel. And this is where Darling Sunshine explained the game to you and what we're doing. So the chest that was once there, it's over there, about 20 blocks or so. Now, the first thing that we did when we started the game is everybody went their separate ways. I think Darling Sunshine went that way, and I think Gavin Rockstar went that way. I'm not sure, but I turned around and looked a couple times, and then I went running this way. The first thing I did was I jumped in the water. I wanted to get a little bit of distance, but what I didn't see is right up there in the side of that hill, I could have doubled back and had an excellent base up there. Now remember, we turned off the name tags in this, so we can be standing right next to each other and not even know we're there if we're separated by some bricks or some trees or something. So the first thing I did was I got in this water and I took off swimming, and then I turned around, I double checked a couple times, got behind a tree, double checked, nobody coming. So then I took and started running up and getting into this forest here. So let me show you what my strategy was once I got up here. Okay, now this is a pretty dense forest, so I knew that I was going to be able to dodge in and out of trees and lose people if they were following me. And I turned around quite a bit to see, but no one was following me. So the first thing I looked for, and the first thing I always look for, is a pond like this. But I look for ones that are made really deep, that get very dark very quickly, so that I can dig down and then dig into the side of the dirt and dig back into where there's air and then create my base from there. I also look for things like this, where there's nice deep caverns that make a natural pathway for me to get down deep into the earth. And again, I kept running this way and I kept looking for something that would be really good, something like that. And eventually I came across this right over here. I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. And I left the iron and I left the coal and I left everything untouched, because if Gavin, aka Rockstar, or Madison, aka Oh My Darling, came across it, I would want them to see that it was untouched and that I hadn't mined anything. So more likely I wouldn't be there. And all this was natural. I didn't have to build any or dig out any of this. And by the way, guys, I'm in survival mode, so these guys can kill me pretty easily. So I have to run through here like crazy, or I have to stop and fight them. As you can see, my hunger's going down. But ultimately, here's what I found right here. This is so cool. I found this area right here, and it was so close that I could just take and go down a few steps and be down to diamond level. And so I didn't even put a door here. I didn't even do anything to secure it. I just started digging down. And this is all the distance I had to dig down right here, because my cavern, was so natural looking. Now, the first thing that I do in survival is I dig down to level 12, because that's where the diamonds are. And folks, if you're going to win any kind of game at all that requires PvP fighting or mining at all, you're going to have to go down to level 12 where you can get diamonds. Okay, the first thing I did was I got down here to level 12 and I dug out 2 rows. This was my first row here, I believe. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2. This was my first row, and I go 150 blocks that way, and I go 50 blocks that way. 150 blocks is how long each of my mine shafts are. And I go every third one I drill. The reason why is because as I go this way and as I drill down that way, I can see everything in this wall. I can see everything in this wall over, that was right here. And so if there's diamonds, if there's iron, if there's any ore that you want at all, you're going to see it as you go this way. You can see what one block above you, one block to the left, one block to the right, one block below. And level 12 always seems to be the best level for me to get diamonds. Then when I'm done going 150, I come back, I mine everything in that row, then I come back and I do it all over again. And I do it all the way down for 50 blocks that way and 50 blocks this way. And by the time you're done, you've got quite a few diamonds. Let me show you what I've come up with. I got a block of diamonds there. I've got 24 diamonds there. I have a ton of ore. I've got a ton of gold. Let me show you what else I have. Look at all these tools and enchanted things I have. But here is where I hid my stuff that I'm collecting. And as you can see, I have everything except for 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 items. I have found everything and crafted everything except for maybe 4 items. And so I'm very close to winning the game if we keep playing. Here's the leftover stuff that I've got. So you can see I've been pretty active. And like I said, the first thing that you want to do, well, the first thing that I do is I come down and I drill out the first 2 shafts. Now, after that, I collect dirt, I get water, and I create my garden. Now, we've done videos on how to do the garden, so you guys have access to all that. But I built a garden that's pretty long. And before I ever did the potatoes, and before I ever did carrots back here, this was all wheat. And it was all wheat, and on that side, you can see the sugar cane. And let me show you why. One of the first things that you want to come up with and have at your disposal is an enchantment table, because you're going to need to enchant your tools as quick as possible so that you can get things like, well, let me show you. This pick right here is a fortune 2, but over here in this chest, I have fortune 3. In fact, I have another one somewhere. But fortune 3 and unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4 are almost the best that you can get. By the way, if you can get 2 of these picks with efficiency 4, you can put them on this anvil right here, and 2 efficiency 4s make an efficiency 5, which is the best. That's the best pickaxe you can get. And so very early in the game, I got an enchantment table so I could enchant my tools and my weapons. And that way, when I fight, I have good armor. As you can see, I've got a lot of diamonds here. And the next thing that I wanted to do after the enchantment table, excuse me, and getting all this wheat and everything, the wheat is for these cows. Now, these cows, as you've seen in other videos, when you kill a cow, you get this, you get leather. And that leather, combined with the paper that you get from all of that that sugar cane that you see down there, that creates a book. And then when you get enough books and you combine them with wooden planks, that gives you the let me show you, gives you these bookcases. Now, these bookcases, if you take and put 15 bookcases around in this fashion, and then you put 2 more rows of 15 around, that gives you the optimum, the maximum power that this enchantment table will give you. And that's how you get the efficiency 4 stuff. That's how you get the unbreaking 3 stuff. And that's how you get the fortune 3 pickaxes that I love to use. So that was my main strategy for all of this. And the next thing that I wanted to do after that was get a portal. And today, you don't see a portal in my base because I knew that if I built a portal in my base and the other kids built a portal close enough to mine and went into the nether and then got back in their portal, that it would take them back to the first base that a portal was built in. So that would bring them back to my base automatically. So what I did was I took and built a portal a long ways away. And let me just get myself some food, and then let's go take a look at that portal. So for that portal, when I came out of my base, I went quite a ways away. And like I said, one thing that I was worried about is them finding the portal and then going back through it to my base. So that's why it's so far away. And as you can see, this journey goes a long way. So I'll speed up the video now. Okay, so here we are out on the coast, and I need to eat something real quick here. There we go. Out of here on the coast is where I built a portal, and for two reasons. I knew that I would need to be out here in the ocean looking for those ocean zombies. They're the ones who carry those tridents, and I knew ultimately I'd have to be out here looking for those guys that carry those tridents, and I knew it'd be tough, but this was the place that I knew I'd be able to get into the ocean and get out there and look around for those guys and get them. I want to show you the nether. And now this was my first portal. I built 3 of them during the game, trying to get to different areas because I mined quartz so much that I was running out of it. But this is our first portal, and we're down in the nether. And the reason that I come down to the nether is to get quartz, which it is the fastest way to get your XP up. And I don't know if I have some in here or not, but the nether quartz really works fast. And in fact, yeah, see the nether quartz down there with the stripes, kinda? That stuff is so good. It just gets your XP up really quick. So and the XP is what you need to get your weapons and your tools enchanted properly. So let me see if I can go down there and find some of that nether quartz and show you. Oh man, I thought I saw some. Let me see if it's accessible over here. And one thing that I do want to tell you about this nether is it is so unforgiving. You must be very cautious if you're going to be down here doing anything at all. It's not something that you recover from very easily. If you fall in the lava, a lot of times it's hard to find the place that you fell in the lava, and it's hard to get back and to recover your stuff. Sometimes you can't remember at all where it's at, and sometimes things just they just take and despawn on you. So down where you see the 36 and the green bar, watch the green bar go to the right as I mine this. See, and it goes pretty quickly, and that's how you build the experience. That 36 is how many experience points I have. Now, the second thing that was really cool about this portal is when I landed down here, when the portal landed down here, it landed right next to this fortress. And I knew that I would need to go into the fortress to find the blaze rods. I've only gotten 1 out of 10. I still need 10 more. So this fortress, I need to be in there looking for blazes and killing them and getting the blaze rods that they drop. But you can see all this down here. This all once had tons of, see that? It all had tons of nether quartz, that nether quartz up there. And see, that's across the little chasm thing that I don't know if I want to even go up and try to get, but this is just for kind of demo purpose. And there's a certain amount of attraction and addiction to this. When you start getting familiar with this nether, there's a certain amount of attraction to it, and you really get to where you enjoy the challenge of getting that quartz, because one of the things that appears down here a lot is what you hear in the background, and that is a ghast. Yeah, ghast. And those ghast, they can be deadly. But anyway, one of the things that you want to really be careful about when you come down to the nether is you want to make sure that you record exactly where your base is so you can get back to it. Now, what's funny is I built 3 portals to get down here, and ultimately, oh, see that gold up there? That's a blaze. That's one of those buggers that we're looking for to kill and get the blaze rod off of it. If you combine the blaze fireballs with the gas fireballs, man, it's deadly, and it can really whip you pretty bad. So anyway, I wanted to show you the nether and how I build a base. I build a portal very, very early in the game. Before I'm even done doing my mine shaft, I build a portal. Now, I didn't bring a boat with me, but normally I would have normally I would have a boat with me, and I explore the coast, because one of the great ways to get all those dropped items is to find a shipwreck out here. There are lots of shipwrecks out here that you can go and swim down to and find the chest, and those chests have a lot of the cool stuff that you want, and a lot of the stuff that will help you get farther in the game. So that's some of the stuff I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover the portal. I wanted to cover how I find my bases. I wanted to cover how I grow my gardens very quickly, how I get my cows very quickly so I can get the different things I need for the enchanting purposes. I enchant my tools, my swords very, very quickly in the game, and that gives me the ability to kill the mobs and encounter them a lot quicker and easier. And what that does is it allows me to fight mobs, get my XP up. It allows me to do a lot of different things a lot more efficiently, especially mining. So, folks, I hope that gives you some ideas as to how I strategize and how I play my game. This game of Raid is so much fun, especially when all the contestants are hot into it and playing at the same time. It's just a blast. And the more people in the game, the better the game is. The more competition, the funner it all is. And so I would encourage you guys, if you're not in our game, I would encourage you to start your own raid game. And just make the items in the chest easy enough to where you don't have to spend a month playing the game. We've been playing for about a week and a half now, but we haven't really been playing that much. Darling Sunshine and Rockstar, they haven't been in it that much because of all the things going on, Christmas time, birthdays, and all the different things going on. But this next game, when we fire it up in another day or two, I guarantee it's going to be hot because they're out of school on vacation. I think Coco Koala is going to play too. I think maybe Nema 558 is going to play too. So I think it's going to be a good game. So, hey, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And I appreciate it. Hope your day is good. I'll see you later. I'm Gramps, or DL Diamond Lover from GMG Minecraft. And guys, don't forget to check out Oh My Darling on YouTube. Don't forget to check out Gavin Games 123 on YouTube, because I'm sure the kids are going to be putting their own videos up on this game before too long. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later.